I have talked quite a bit about Mortal Kombat 11 and my worries about the direction that they have taken with the characters, but today I really wanted to discuss all of my Mortal Kombat concerns since we've gotten to partake in the beta and the launch isn't too far away, and my overall thoughts are very mixed on the launch of the next entry into the franchise. Before we get into the video, I really wanted to thank everyone for the support on the last Mortal Kombat 11 videos, whether your opinion was the same or different from mine, and if you want to support the channel, there are ways in the description, and also check out the pinned comment. First off, if you haven't seen any of my previous Mortal Kombat videos, yes, I am a fan of the previous character models and outfit designs. I dislike the changes that they have made with the characters, and I think that the female character models look very boxy, and the male characters look decent, though I don't really agree with the standards surrounding the game. As Steve Barron said, they've changed their art direction for a more covered up and mature direction, and that they've taken a more measured approach when it comes to the design of the characters, since they wanted them more realistically dressed, yet the male characters are topless wearing loincloths, and with people ripping out each other's spines in this game, I just think the word realism doesn't particularly stand for much when it comes to Mortal Kombat. All of this does worry me about the future of the franchise. If you agree with my point of view or not, people are not happy about the changes that they have made to the franchise. The characters look awful, and the female faces all look very generic besides the minor changes of hair length, hair color, eye color, things along those lines. And with the statements of people have made, like Steve Barron, saying, "I'm sure this will disappoint some fans. We do not have bathing suit fighters, and I think that is fine. If people are disappointed, I don't regret making that change by any means," is a huge fatality to fans. And you are admitting that you do not care about what fans think, and even if the outlook was overwhelmingly negative, as it is at this point, you would not think twice about the situation and the changes that you have made. And that to me is really insulting as someone that is in your targeted audience to purchase this title. Now that the open beta is done and we've actually gotten to play the game, it's not looking too much better. I've wanted to be proven wrong. I wanted them to convince me that the mechanics and the gameplay were so good and so flawless that I would not care about the character models and designs and those changes. I really wanted to be proven wrong here by NetherRealms, and I just don't feel at this point like I am. And I know that it's a beta, so things can change and they can fix things and tweak things, but unless you are reworking the whole gameplay system, I'm just not that into it. They did change a lot here. They made a shorter, more brutal combo system compared to Mortal Kombat X, and I just feel like that it is really oversimplified at this point, and I understand that they really wanted the game to appeal to a more casual player base, but what about the fans that enjoyed the longer, brutal combos that would take time to learn and master? I just feel like, as someone for myself, learning combos was part of the fun and the longevity of previous Mortal Kombat games and Mortal Kombat titles, and I just think that it took time to learn the combos, and it was a fun process to do, but I think that it will take time to learn combos now, but it will be a much faster process, and there won't be as much longevity to the game for more competitive players that are trying to learn the newest best combo. I think that the gameplay is smooth, but it is a lot slower than previous games, especially compared to the pace of MKX. Now, I know that the slower pace for Mortal Kombat 11 is much better for competitive play, but I personally was a fan of the speed of Mortal Kombat X and the speed that it had, the impact that it had. I do believe that the faster versus slower play is preference, but I really don't like how everything is slowed down to such an extent. It makes it feel so clunky and unenjoyable at this case. The thing that appeals to me the most at this point is the story. The old school versus new school concept is so interesting to me, and honestly, I love everything about it, since it looks like they did it really, really well. But I feel like the storyline is not enough to get me to purchase the game at full retail price, especially with the other issues surrounding the game. At this point, I could see myself purchasing this game for maybe $25, $30, but I do not see myself spending the full $60 price tag on it. If you want to purchase it, that is your choice. You will have to let me know what the main selling point to you about the game is, but I feel like with all of the other problems surrounding it, I'm not that interested in it as much maybe as I was previous Mortal Kombat titles. Ed Boon did once say, change. I always feel like changing up the game is very important, And I just wonder if these changes were the ones that he imagined for a title like Mortal Kombat 11, but you all will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either which way, but I hope that you all enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys again really soon.